Hey guys, this is a how-to video on how to change your fans on your Asus Dual RTX 3060. Mine has been whining since the day I got it, so I'm finally deciding to swap it out with these brand new replacement fans. I'll put the link at the bottom on Amazon where you can get these. So before we get started, I just wanted to get my fan speed up. Usually around 89% fan speed is when it runs at heavy load. And that's that bearing sound you hear. And I believe it's the back fan. So if I stop it, or the front one, yeah, this one here, the noise goes away and it starts up again. That tells me the bearings are gone in that fan. So that's what we're going to change out. Alright, so first step would be to remove the graphics card from the computer. I mean, every computer is different, but this is pretty straightforward. Remove your screws in the back plate, disconnect your power supply. There's going to be a tab. You got to push that tab and then pull the graphics card out. I can't do it with one hand, but I'm just basically showing you the basics on how to remove a graphics card. Alright, firstly you're going to need screwdrivers, obviously. I just use these little tiny ones there. I feel like the screws are kind of too big or too small for a normal screwdriver, so having one of these would be helpful. So there's one here, one here, one here, one here, and then two more on the back side. I've already had my card apart, so they came out fairly easy this time. And you're probably going to have a security sticker over your screws, so if you don't want to damage that and void your warranty, then this video is not for you. So with the screws removed, you just need to give it a little tug. Now, the first time I did this, it was a little tough because the paste was old, but since I just repasted this not long ago, it came off fairly easy. So to make things easier, I would disconnect the card from the cooler. So push that little tab down and just be careful not to break anything. Mine's being stubborn. Alright, then you can put your card aside. Now you're going to have the cooler, and we got to remove these two screws and these two screws to separate the fan from the heatsink. There's one, two, three, and four. It's kind of hard to grab them. They're tiny little screws, so just loosen them up and lift it off. You could dump the screws out. Oh. Make sure you don't lose them. As I say that, I think I just lost one. Anyways, there's three. I'll find the other one after. So, okay. We don't need this part. What we need is the fan part. Now here, removing this plate to where the wires are connected. And we can lift it off. And then now, you just got to remove the three screws on each fan. that the fans are free. So here there's kind of like a little tape holding it all down. You can rip that up. Pull that to the side and then pull it out. Actually, before pulling it out, this is probably for the light. So I would disconnect the light first. Alright, so that was giving me a hard time to get that connector off, so I ended up prying underneath each side to get it to separate, which is for your light again. So I put the fans back in, wires on the top side, and I reattach the light, which is going to probably just route right here so it's not in the way. There's like a little channel right there, so you want to keep it tucked away and try to tuck all the wires like out of the way so they're not going to be hitting the fan. And sorry, I keep putting my hand in the way. That tape, you'll have to peel it back up. I got mine stuck down again, so peel it up, because you're going to tuck your wire back inside there. And then put your tape back over it. Like so. That wire will be hanging out because that's going to reattach to your fan. But for now, I'm going to focus on getting these screws back in. Alright, so pretty straightforward. I wasn't going to record me putting back screws because they kept falling and it was just taking too long. So the 3 on each fan, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 are all back. Wires are all channeled in. These 2 holes are left empty because that's going to be your bracket. It's going to be going over it like that, and your wire is going to stick out, and you're going to screw that one down as well. Alright, now we got the plate on. I find it easy to just put the screws in through the plate and then kind of use the plate to guide the screw. Unless you got a magnetic screwdriver, which I don't. It was a pain in the ass. So with the fans all reassembled, you realign your cooler back on top of your fans. Line up your 4 holes and then reattach them. Alright, now that those 4 screws are back in, the last part is just putting the card back on. Now, you're probably going to have to reapply paste, clean this off with some alcohol swipes or Q-tip. Clean that off and clean off the chip on your card as well, because once you break that connection and then try to reattach it after, it's probably going to overheat. So I had to clean it up and reapplied some thermal paste, same stuff that you would use on a CPU. This stuff right here. Some thermal paste. like I said, I already put some, so I'm not going to reapply anymore. I think I should be good. So again, you're just reassembling your connector up here. So just reconnect your power supply. I can't do this without putting my hand in the way. Snap in like that. And then you're just going to try to line it up correctly into the bolt holes. Kind of make sure all your thermal pads are okay and they don't get crushed. Not crushed, but like twisted or something. But if you just follow your lines, your holes, it should just line right up. Like so. And then this part, put your screws back on your processor. All right, and that's it. All right, so we got the fan installed and the card back on the computer. I cranked the fan speed up to 81, 83, roughly where it was whining. And seems like everything is quiet now. I'll go a little faster. A little faster. I'll put it at 100%, just try it out. So yeah, seems to be doing okay. It's not doing that grinding noise anymore. So we solved the problem. Well, that's how you change a fan on your Asus Dual RTX 3060. I believe it's also the same for the 3060 Ti or any other dual. Yep, that's it. Thanks for watching.